Hi everyone, my name is Philip and this is McKeen on Data. In this case we're looking at formulas. We're looking at spreadsheet formulas. Last video we talked about the only lookup you need for single criterion lookups, and that is the X lookup. In this case, for more advanced lookup requirements, let's say we had multiple criteria that we wanted to use to pinpoint a certain value associated with that given string of criteria. In this case, we use something called or what I'm going to call it, the multi-criterion X lookup. Right, so you can see the formula here at the top. We're going to erase it and walk it out together. So we set it up the same way as the single criterion X lookup, only after the first bracket we do a 1, then a comma, and then another bracket. And we want to start with the first criterion that we're interested in this case, customer. Okay, so we're going to take column equals cell reference bracket. So unlike the normal single criterion X lookup, where we start with the cell reference, in this case with the multi-criterion lookup, we start with the column. Don't ask me why. Then we do a star bracket second reference column equals second reference. All right, you see what I'm doing here? Date. So third lookup criterion, don't forget that bracket. And then don't forget the reference, right? So a little bit of a waterfall here, right? First column, first reference, second column, second reference, third column, third reference, bracket, and then instead of a star, when you finally arrive at the return column, comma, bracket, highlight the column, and then close it. But remember, we've got two brackets ultimately at the beginning of the thread here. So this bracket references this second last bracket, so we got to close out the full thread, and there you go. You can see that on this date, so July 28th, with purchase order tab 2234, which is associated with customer red, we have a value of 87 cents. Now, in all technicalities, this could be done with taking this out logically. You could do this with 10 references if you had so many, but this is not a formula that, from my personal experience, functions very well at scale, right? You wouldn't want to do this. You wouldn't want to iterate this formula over multiple, tens of thousands of rows and in several columns. It will slow your file down. But again, for quick analyses, you want to pinpoint a certain reference, a certain value associated with a thread of references. This is the really most powerful lookup that we have in our spreadsheet arsenal from a strictly formulaic perspective. So there you have it, multi-criterion X lookup. Until next time.